Hello peeps, how's everybody doing? This is Adriana from Colorbyadry, and I just wanted to come in today to show you what happened in February. All the coloring that I did in February. It was an amazing month for being so short, only 28 days, and in fact I stopped it today, the 27th. It was quite successful. So let's start. This is my coloring planner. In the month of February, I did 3 body colors. I did 4 prompts and challenges. I colored 25 pages. I touched 13 books, and I'm really not doing the uncolored books yet. I might do it later. I started my Instagram at 299 followers, and I ended as of today at 343. So that is a plus 44 in the month of February. I'm not counting my Facebook, but my YouTube grew double the size, pretty much. I started at 62, and we are at 122. I'm not showing here the growth of my group, Fairytale Friends, because that is going to be a video on its own. Not just of the people that are in it, but also the work that we did this month. So let's start it. We're going to start from the back, from the last one I did, all the way to the first one that I did in the month. Okay, so the last one that I did was the 26th, and it was Luna. Actually, this was probably done on the 25th. It was Luna by Maria Troll, and the one is Bunny Feel. I used Color. So I have it here. Let's look at it. And this is, if I need to rank my coloring pages for the month, this is my least favorite. I am showing it only because I put it as part of my coloring this month. This is a whip that I started back in 2024. As you can see, this is the one that I did on 2024, and right away I started that one. But this one turned out really pretty. This one turned out hideous. But it's all an experimental. Everything is a learning process. And really, I wanted to finish it, but I don't think I really put my heart into it. The leaves were done and the flowers were done back in 2024. The little bee was done in 2024. So the only thing I needed to do was the bunny, which is not that bad, but really the whole thing to be a horrible page is the background. And the background I did with King Art gel stick, and it was experimental, and you could see I got out. I might come back another time and just try to fix it, or I might just leave it like that because I'm done. I'm done with this page. I really don't know if I want to see it anymore. So that is the last one for the month. The next one I did was Tales from the Witch's Castle from Hannah Carlson, and it was the key. At least this one. Let's zoom it up a little bit. And it was this one. So this one I started back in October of 2024, and what I did with this, let me look at this. I use Sue Color for the coloring inside. This one has very little pencil coloring in there. So I use Sue Color. I use my metallic pencils. Not pencils, markers. The ones that I got here in Colombia, which is a Colombian brand, and I really love them. They're still going strong, and I use them for almost everything. And then I use the soft pastels for the background, and then I topped it with the King Art gel sticks. And because I did that and it came out so good, I thought about doing it in the next one, which was the horrible bunny, and I completely failed. But this one I really like. I really do like. The wings were done with a gel pen, a gold gel pen. So that is Tales from the Witch's Castle, the key, the magical key. Okay, so the next one is Little Folk Winter Warm, and that's I did it following the art of Momo. Mostly following the art of Momo, but not completely. And it was really inspired by her. She did, she helped me with the face and then and the hair. The bunny, I did it a little different. Hers is more pale in here. I tried to put a blush. The things that I used here was my generic alcohol markers. I used polychromos to top it, and I used gel pens. The scarf, I did not base it with alcohol markers. I did it just straight coloring in there. And I believe, let me see. We'll find out if I'm telling the truth or not. Yeah. So I didn't do the scarf or the sweater with alcohol markers. I did it just with pencils. Everything else, let me see. How much am I telling the truth? Yeah, everything else was based with alcohol markers. And in this case, I put all my colors that I use here. And there's several colors. They're not just polychromos. I have here Chromaflow. They're actually not polychromos, they're Chromaflow. And KD, KB Kerr Barton pencils, which is my very cheapest. I think I paid $8 for them. And they do work real good in here. So Chromaflows. And I think these are over here are polychromos. So I use 3 brands. Polychromos, Chromaflows, and Kerr Barton. So that is page number 18 for the month. This is done with Kerr Barton, the little snowflakes. This thing right here is from a very cheap alcohol markers that when I opened it up, it just splashed all over. But you know what? And I forgot to do highlights on the berries, which I should do. Anyway, what I was saying, I'm not going to buy any expensive alcohol markers for a long time. I really like the way I did this little hedgehog. I based it with alcohol markers, and then I came on top with a brown color pencil, and then on top of the brown pencil, I came with a cream pencil. Let me see. I didn't write it down here, but it was the same colors. So I came on top of it with the cream pencils, and I just kind of scratch. And that's how I did the effect of him in there. And so that is Little Folk Winter Warm. The next one is a PDF. The name that I gave it is called Lila Redfern, and I got it from a website at it was not an Etsy. It was another website that you pay just like $1, and then you download some pages. So this is I did it. This was a lot of fun. It was one of the most easiest page I ever done. Super easy. I did the background with King Art gel sticks. I did the whole thing was alcohol. Let's get it out. Let's see if I can get it out. See, alcohol base. But I messed up. But I don't care that I messed up. You see, this is a strand of her braid, and I think I colored it thinking it was part of the flower, but it wasn't. So, and it looks like I forgot to color her neck, and also a little bit of her ear. But it doesn't matter. This one really, I really loved it. It was fun. It's so adorably cute. I really didn't concentrate on it. It was just like easy coloring. And loved it. So the next one is a PDF download, also from the same page. It's called Anna Green Gables, A Kindred Spirit in Bloom. Here it is. So it's that one. This one, I use only Kurt Barton pencils. Yes, I only use Kurt Barton pencils in this one. I really loved it. The way I did her hair was I started with just pink all over her hair. And then I went with red and only in certain areas. And then I came with a light brown, like a yellowish brown, to do the strands. And then I topped it with another one. I can't remember. I didn't write it down. I think with a cream to come up with the highlight areas. I was trying to use my new gel pens that I got. I don't have them here. No. And that's why it kind of looks weird. But I like it. And then I wanted it to be green, of course. So that is the PDF from it's called Anna Green Gables. And the next one was Romantic Country. And that's the pad, sorry. Romantic Country, the pad home. That's this one. And I started this one, I think it was back in 2019. I posted it on my Instagram. I had done everything, but the blouse, the hair, and the socks. Everything that, oh, and his little jacket. Everything else was done. And you could see how different I was doing. I was coloring back then. Look at that. It looks very patchy. But I decided not to fix it. I decided to leave it like that because that just shows, see also, that just shows that in some areas I have grown. In others, I'm still trying to catch up. Like, I don't remember how I did this. And I think this is really good. And I don't remember how I did it. But in some areas, I have grown. In some areas, I haven't. Actually, I had gotten worse. But I really like it. I use Shafiro Farben colors. No. I use Prismas and Brufuners. Because I think I started it out with Prismas. But I came in and finished it with Brufuners. I know my Prismas was my go-to then. And now, oh, my stomach is all, it's making noises. Okay, so that's that one for this one. And then the next one I did is also in this. And it's this one. I absolutely adore this one. I started this one in 2018. So this one waited a long time for me to come back to it. And the only thing I had done was the grass. I had started the pens. And I had done the background with the clouds, which I tried to fix it this time, but it just I just left it. I tried to fix this one and I just made it worse. So this is how I had it before, and this is how I tried to fix it, but I just left it. And then I had done had I done this one? No, I had not done the mill. So I did the rest. I had a lot of fun doing this one, and I tried to color him as my little Bruno because my Bruno is also that color. So that is another one that I did. And the next one is the Fairy Tale Dream watercolors, which are these little ones. And it's this one right here. And Little Red Riding Hood. So it's this one. And this is the one, this is the little book that I showed on my last video, but I colored the other one. And I use just color pencils on this one. And I didn't even try to touch the watercolors because I learned that those don't really work. I really like the way it came out. I use H&B color pencils, which is one of my affordable pencils. And that's it. I didn't do anything else. The next one is the same book, which is this one. This is the one I did on my channel. And this is called Picnic. It is the first page of the book. I use watercolors, alcohol markers, and colored pencils, and it's super cute. The next one is from the book Dreaming Big, My Colorful Dream Rooms, and that one is this one. And I had to say on this one, and I don't want to start crying again because this one made me really teary-eyed when I did it. I started this one back in let me see. I think it was 2020 or 2019. It was a long time ago. It was just before I got sick. And for some reason, when I did this one, it touched my heart. It was like I could see something in this drawing that made me teary-eyed. And I actually wrote something on Facebook describing this, and I don't have it with me to read it to you. Maybe I do. Let me see. Okay, I think this is the one this one I named Entering the Secret Garden, and I'm going to read what I wrote on my Facebook page about this. It says, "This page feels different. I started it back in 2019 and somehow finishing now touched something deep inside me. I didn't expect that. When I look at her standing in the doorway, it feels like more than just a scene. It feels like transition, like she's stepping into something new, or maybe leaving something behind. And in a way, so am I. So much has changed since this page. So much has changed since I first put color in this page. I'm not the same person, not the same colorist, not even the same season in my life. Finishing it now feels like closing a quiet chapter and honoring the journey in between. There's something about the light behind her, the water, the feeling of a hidden garden waiting to be discovered. It reminds me that sometimes we're simply walking into the next version of ourselves, even if we don't realize it at the time. This one wasn't just about pencils, markers, or gel pens. It was about growth, about patience, about becoming. And that's why it means so much to me. So, out of all the colorings that I had done in a long time, this is not my best work, but yet this is the coloring page that has touched me the most. It's like it touched a fiber in me, and it made me realize of how much I have gone through over the last few years and how much I have left behind, how much is yet to be discovered. So I don't know if you guys appreciate it as much as I do, but I wanted to share that because as a community, I feel that I am a person that is welcome, that you guys have accepted me in this community, and I appreciate every single one of you that have welcomed me as a friend and that had come to join my group, and that he has also subscribed to my channel. And so this is me. This is me in the raw self. All right, I don't want to continue because I'm going to cry. So let's go to the next page. So the next page is from this is the page that we did in our group. So this is the page. This one is actually is the one that I did in my coloring channel. In my channel, like my color along, is this one. So it's this one. I could take this off now. I had it only, I didn't want to damage the other one. So this is the fox, elf with the fox sleeping. And I said everything I needed to say on my video. If you haven't watched it, there is actually 3 videos about it. You can go and see how I did it. I actually do like the way it came out. I don't know why I was so hesitant on finishing it, but I did it and I really like the results. And the next page, I'm going to leave this book here because I'm going to come back to it. The next page is from this book, the Victorian Collection by Corey Mori. And it's Aquarius. Aquarius. Ugh, I can't say it. Let's see. Aquarius. Well, you know what I mean. So this one was a fun page. I did the background with acrylic markers. I used polychromos, profaners, warmer pencils, you name it, I used it. I decided to go with blues because, of course, it's a water sign, and I felt like it will go really good with her. And this one is actually, when I got the book because Charmaine, I created colors, had a video, and she showed it. And I actually had seen the book before, and I really loved the book, but I didn't know what the name was. When she showed it, I decided to go ahead and get it. And when I got it, I saw that there were the 12 signs of the zodiac. And I thought, well, this could be a good project for me. Like each month I could color one of the signs. So because it was February, I decided to go ahead and do Aquarius. And then next month, the month of March, I'll do the next one, which I think is, let me see, Pisces, which we're already in the Pisces month. But it is at the very last week of the month, from February, last week of February to the second, third week of March. So that's why I did Aquarius, and next month I'll do Pisces. But it was fun. I love working the gold in the back, the pottery, and the gloves, and the wool gloves. It was fun. The one that I did for this book. I actually was planning on doing this one, but I didn't have the time, and actually have the color palette here for it, but I didn't have the time. And in this one I had another color palette that I completely scrapped because it had purples, and purples didn't go with this sign. So there it is. So the next one is this one. Let me find it. The next one is this one, and I guess I'll take it out of the sleeves. Next one is this one. I don't remember if it's from Houses 2 or Houses 3. I got both of the books. And but what happened to those books is that I scanned them. And then Houses 3, I scanned them. Houses 2, I scanned it. And then I've been printing my PDF, but I didn't label as of from which book it was. So it's from one of the Houses books. This I did just in alcohol markers. And yeah, just purely alcohol markers, nothing else. Yeah, that's all I did. So there's that one. The next one is the one that I did on my, not gonna say much on this because this is the one that I did on my channel, like a video challenge of 2-hour challenge. So if you want to know everything about it, you can go to that video. And then the next one is from this book, and it was a whip that I started out a while back. It's this one, and I call it the bucket of flowers. And I use Prisma. I use watercolors for some of these flowers. I use Brufiners, and remember what colors I did on this one, but this was neither Brufiner nor Prismas. This is another color, because I remember I did it at my mom's house. One time I went to visit her, and I took the book and I took some pencils, and I didn't have my Prismas with me. So I don't remember which ones I took. Probably Color, a small set of Color. Probably that's what I used. And so this is the next one for this book. And then the next one is the one that we did in the, and I'm going to show mine. And I'm not going to show everybody else's yet because I'm actually, let me see. Where are you? Hoo-hoo. Actually, here it is. Okay, so I'll show you mine. And in this point is where I will show everybody's work from my group. But I'm not going to do that because there's so many that it actually deserves a video of its own. So I'm going to make a video where I show everybody's work. And that's coming up probably the first week of March. But on mine, I use Prismacolors, Brufiners, and acrylic markers. I also use metallic markers. And where did I use the metallic markers? I think, oh, here. This insets on the cup, I did it with metallic markers. I really like the way it came through. So that is the next one for this, and I think that's the last one for this book this month. Yeah, so I can put this book away. So the other one that I did was Moonlight and Mischief, and this was for the group. And I don't remember the hashtag. I didn't write it down, but it was done for the group. And I think it was love or true love or something like that. And this one is this one right here. Where are you? It's this book, Moonlight Mischief. And what I actually did, see, I didn't color the page. I'm not very good, guys. I coloring in Amazon paper. So I printed it out and I tried to go with watercolors, and it did okay. I think this one did actually better than the last one that I did, than the other one that I did with watercolors. And so I call it True Love because, you know, he's obviously in love with his music. And they're not too happy about it. But he is looking, he's paying attention, he likes it, and so does he. There is his little music book, which is a little muddy, and it's because the ink kind of run on this one. It didn't work well, but I still like the way it came out. So that is from Moonlight by Mischief. This is the only R.J. Hanson book that I own. I do have lots of illustration that I have purchased online, individual, because I decided I don't want to actually buy a book if I'm not going to color in it. So if I'm going to color something from R.J. Hanson, I'm going to go to his webpage and I'm going to buy them individually. So that is the Moonlight the Mischief by R.J. Hanson. The next one was Hannah Castle Christmas, and it's right here. The Merry Christmas. And where is it? I should have tagged. Oh, here it is. So this is the color palette that I use. It's called Love, and I used it, and I did this one for several. I triple dip on this one. I used it for Color Hannah's Cats 2026 hashtag. I use it for the Perfect Pages 2026 hashtag, and I use it for the Cats Coloring Club. So I know that this was supposed to be Christmas. I added the hearts just to make it more Valentine-y, and because they already had some little hearts necklace. And I tried to do everything with this color palette, and I think it really did come out good. I did the background with acrylic markers. I used Sue color pencils and acrylic markers. I did not use any other gel pens or anything like that. So I really love the way this one came off. It's honestly one of the best ones I've done, because I'm not very good at coloring cats. But with this Color Hannah's Cats hashtag and being in the Cats Coloring Club is forcing me to learn how to color cats. So there it is. That's the one that I did on February 11th. The next one I did was from Little Fall by Christina Karen, and it is Trollerina. And it's in here. And it's this one. And I did this one. Also, my alcohol marker splashed. I did this one with alcohol markers and with acrylic markers. You can see here. Like I did alcohol markers here, but then I topped it with acrylic markers because I didn't like the way it looked. And I tried to replicate the little bubbles, but I wasn't very successful in that. I do like the color palette of brown, pink, and green. And her skin is not the best, but I'm learning. So I do like the end results. And on this one, I use, like I said, I use alcohol markers, acrylic markers, and H&B color pencils to do the shadowing on top. It was not much of the H&B color pencils. So I'm going to put this one here because I have one more from that one. And then the next one from Shooting Star, which is one of my favorite pages that I did this month. And it's actually 2 pages. And it's this one. Because I saw something on Facebook, and it's an artist. I thought it was a colorist, but it's not a colorist. It's actually an artist that did something with this very colorful little houses. Beautiful. And I got inspired by her. So I picked this one because of the little houses, but I wasn't going to, because it's the same. I didn't want to leave this one behind and then do it color it differently. So I decided to color it this same way. And I had a lot of fun. I used Color proof runners, and acrylic markers. The acrylic markers, oh, the acrylic markers it was to, what did I use the acrylic markers? I think it was the white acrylic markers to do the clouds. I think that's what I did. Anyway, I love the result. I really love it. It's one of my favorites in this style, and it's very colorful. And I had not done so much color in a long time, and I really, really love the results. So that is from Shooting Star Maria Troll, pages 16 and 17. And I don't even know what to call it. And in the Lighthouse Island, I don't know. So that's that one. And then we're coming to the end. I did, for the color the fairy tales, Puss in Boots. And this one is here. And I also love the results of this one. I use polychromos. And Bruno is barking. And then I use polychromos, and I think that's it. It was a lot of shading, I love how he came. He is just so colorful and so beautiful. I mean, it's like it's muted colors, but yet it's coming through a lot. So that is Color the Fairy Tales, Puss in Boots. From this book is called With the Little Forest Friends, A Fairy Tale Journey. So I hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. And then from Fairy Tale Worlds, this was our buddy group with Charmaine from Creative Colors and Pauline Art Stuff. The group has grown now. We are about 5 people now. About 3 people have joined, and so next month we'll have more for this spot. But the page we picked was the Goose Keeper, and it's this one, the Goose Keeper. And I used acrylic markers. Yeah, the edges is an acrylic marker. And watercolors, Prismacolors. I based it with watercolors, and I really don't like to base with watercolors. Really don't like it. Oh, this is good for the dragon theme next month. I really don't like it because if when I put the pencils on top, it feels icky, like ugh. But I did it. I started this one the date of the Tuiton. I was trying to work on this one, and I didn't do much. I just based it, and then later on I came back and then finished it. I do like the way it came through, and I will need to show you the other ones, and I'll probably do it around here. What Charmaine did, and then what Pauline did. Both with beautiful work. They both did. Everybody did something different this time. We did kind of do similar colors in the fact that we used purples and pinks, but everybody did different. The clouds were also done very different, across the 3 of us. And I'm loving this little group. This is an unofficial focus book that we're doing it. We didn't even realize we were going to do it. We just started budding up, I think it was in October, November. And we had done together 1 page every month. And next month, we are going, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to leave it because I'm not going to, Well, actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to tell you my plans for next month or not. Because I decided to color on a whim. So, but you'll find out. You'll find out what we do next month. So this one is the Goose Keeper from Fairytale Worlds. The last one, not the last one, but the next one, the second one is the day that I got this book. The day this book arrived, I wanted to try it out. And it's this Sweet Maple. And she's not the best looking, but I was really trying with very cheap alcohol markers from the dollar store. Not that I have improved my alcohol markers either. It didn't really go so bad in the I thought it had gone through. It didn't. I did this one, and I only have like 3 or 4 alcohol markers. I bought just a package of 4, and it was a pink one and a green one, a yellow, and a blue, and that's all the colors I had. And then the rest, I think that's the reason why I tried to do this with pencils, but it didn't work. And that's when I started my quest for a set of pencils that are for skin, and I haven't been able to find one. Not one that can ship to Colombia, and that's the whole different story. Anyway, so this is a Sweet Maple, but on Little Folk by Christine Karen. And like I said, I use acrylic markers, alcohol markers, and Prismacolors on top. It's not bad to be the first time I was using alcohol markers. Not bad at all. And the last but not least is this one. So this is TLC by R.J. Hanson. And this is the one that we all purchased. Or donated. We didn't purchase. We donated to the cancer research, which I'm so happy how it went. I don't remember if I did this online. No, I didn't. Or I did. I don't remember. But this was fun to do. A lot of fun. I use Derwent Chromaflow on top of the no, just Derwent Chrome on top of. I didn't alcohol base with anything. In fact, I didn't even have alcohol markers when I did this one. I used the Derwent Chromaflow, and I did acrylic markers for the background. And I saw a lot of people that did some wonderful things for the background, and I didn't think about it. But there is so many. This is when I put here. I see body colors, details, everyone on Instagram. And the hashtag is Coloring for Cancer 2026. So pretty much everybody did this one. So I couldn't be left behind, and I did it too. And I really like the results. So that is the last one that I did. So 20, let's go back to it. 25 pages done in the month of February. In the month of March, like I say, I'm not going to go through my plans yet because I need to really think about it. I am trying to really color on a whim and only keep my promises to my group, which is one of the pages that we're going to do. And also, I do have a buddy with Monica from the Art of Momo, and I'm going to keep that one. And I also have a couple of hashtags, and in my Fairytale Worlds group that's growing. We're already 5 in there. So those are the commitments I'm keeping, and I'm going to try to really color on a whim. Plus, it's March, and I might go on a holiday in March. I have been thinking about going to visit some friends in a town about 3 hours from here. And I can't wait. It's probably going to be at the end of March. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying not to keep my month of March very heavy. And just so I can go spend the time there. It's a beautiful little town where it's cold, really cold at night. So I'm looking forward to sweaters and, you know, warming up in sweaters and boots and everything. And it's not very hot during the day. It's kind of like a nice t-shirt and jeans kind of day. And so I'm thinking about going to spend a week with her and then coming back the first few days of April. So the March is a month that I'm gonna try to keep a little bit open. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, if you want to, please do so. You can click the subscribe button, or if you liked it, if you like what you see and you want to see more and support my channel, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment of what is the coloring page that I did this month that you like the most. Probably when I do my plans for March, I will show you my 5 favorites from the 25 that I did. I didn't want to think about that right now because it's going to be hard for me to pick my 5 favorites from those. I know which one is my least favorite. You all know that one. But in my top 5, I need to think about it. So I hope you like this video, and we will talk to you later. And also stay tuned for the video for the fairy tale and folklore group that is coming up in the first week of March. So bye, ciao.